Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Hello, 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 and welcome. We are doing your week ahead taroscopes for the week of the 4th of December through to the 10th of December 2022. I am working with the little Buddha Tarot today. I just adore this deck, and as much as it is a cute animated deck, it gives fantastic messages. It always gives exactly what is needed. So I am giving the cards a shuffle. And Earth signs, I'm sort of connecting with Spirit, and I'm sort of saying to Spirit, give us the cards that are relevant and appropriate, cards that you need to hear to give you an idea of what the week ahead has in store for you, what's coming up for you, how should you handle it, what should your focus be on, and what is important and significant for the week ahead of the 4th to the 10th of December 2022 for all Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Right, cards are shuffled. I have cut the deck. I'm going to leave it just off camera over there, but you can still see it, and I'm going to draw cards straight off the top. I don't have a set of questions. I'm just going to lay the cards out and let the cards speak for themselves. So we're starting the week off with the Empress. I love that. So she is all about creation. She is the one who gives life. She gives birth to circumstance, to situation. She is the one who initiates and takes care of and nurtures and provides for everybody else. So here with our Empress, she is sitting so pretty. She has got her fan to keep her cool. She has an abundance of food and fruits. She has got water. So she has got all the elements. She has got a wheat field right in front of her, which is always such a strong symbol of abundance. And she's got water, she's got air, she's got earth, she's got no fire, because fire is about passion and enthusiasm and drive. She doesn't need that because love is her driving force, okay? Love and connection is her driving force. And Earth signs, for you this week, love is your driving force. The Empress means, though, that, she doesn't just wait for a situation to happen or for a circumstance to present itself. She is initiating. She is creating. So I do think the message for you, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, is that this is a week for you to create opportunity that you need or that you desire in your life. Let's get another card. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands. Now, the message of the Eight of Wands coming through here, Earth signs, the Eight of Wands is basically saying to you that whatever this is that you're creating, whatever it is that you are initiating and instigating in your life, is not something brand new. It's actually something that you've already triggered in the past, okay? But this week we are going to see it arrive or see it come to fruition. So this is a week where long-term projects or long-term goals suddenly start looking like there's progress. Suddenly you'll start seeing some activity and some forward movement, which is exactly what you need and exactly what you've been looking for. But again, it is about you recognizing your drive, your push, the way that you initiate, the way that you instigate, the way that you bring to life. But understand that this is not something brand new, but this is something that is something you've thought of previously, or something that you've begun in the past that you will now start seeing progress on this week. So it sounds, I like that for you. We then get the Queen of Cups. Now, Queen of Cups energy and Empress energy are actually very similar. So Queen of Cups, she is the mother nurturer, okay? She is the one who takes care of others. She's looking out for others, looking after others. Everything that she does is considering the needs, the wants, the desires of everybody around her. So I think the message that's coming through for you here is that you need to be very aware of the things that you want to do for other people and the way that you want to take care of other people, and make sure that you're bringing that in to everything that you're doing this week. The Queen of Cups is also somebody who is incredibly intuitive. What I mean by that is she listens to that little voice inside of her head. She trusts her gut instinct, her woman's intuition, so she is very intuitive. So she doesn't rely on facts and figures and stats and things like that. She allows emotion, as does our Empress, allows emotion and intuition to guide and to navigate her. So again, this week, it's about realizing the control that you have, realizing the power that you have, and realizing that you are the driving force behind whatever this is that there is progress on this week. But it's definitely something that's probably more suited or more connected to the other people in your life as opposed to you. So this is not necessarily a personal project or a personal situation, as it is something that will benefit the family, the colleagues, the work situation, or something like that. Let's get some more clarity on it. So Four of Cups. Now, I love this card. So here he sits underneath his tree. He's got his arms crossed. If you want to read the body language, his body language is nah. Okay? He doesn't have anything to say. He's just like, ugh, more of the same old, same old. He has been collecting these cups, drinking the contents of these cups for the longest time. And here comes yet another cup. And he's like, oh my gosh, how many more of the same old can a person have before a person gets bored and frustrated? So that's exactly the message of the card, is boredom. So I am going to say to you, Earth signs, now we know that this week you're going to be focusing on working with, helping and guiding other people. It's something that's already triggered. It's something that's already initiated. The problem is that you feel as if you're a stuck record. You feel as if you are a record on repeat and that this is just a never-ending cycle. So it doesn't excite you anymore, okay? It's now become more of a chore than it has anything else. So sometimes when that happens, we can lose sight of what is actually important and what we should be focusing on. And I think Earth signs, for the week ahead, this is Spirit saying to you, don't let complacency take over with whatever this project is, whatever the situation is for this week. You've got to dig deep within yourself to reignite your enthusiasm, to reignite your passion, because complacency is probably the worst thing that can happen this week. So don't just take a thing for granted. Don't just take a situation for granted. The Four of Cups is definitely saying that you need to initiate, you need to instigate, you need to be the driving force here. But if you are bored and if you are, just accepting the status quo, you're not going to have the success that you need to have. So you do need to be reigniting your passions and your enthusiasms for whatever this is this week, okay? Don't allow yourself to become complacent. Don't allow yourself to be okay with the bare minimum. Next card we have is because we've got the Ten of Swords. Okay, so if we allow the complacency, if we allow the energy of, no, it's fine, it'll be okay, if you allow that to continue, this is where we're going to end up. So if we look at this Ten of Swords as an example, so here we have our teddy face down in the ground. He is at the water's edge. He is face down in the ground. And he's been stabbed 10 times in his back, in his head, in his legs. Like the poor teddy, the poor panda bear, he can't actually move. Now, what I want you to notice is the skyline. Can you see how dark it is there and how light it is here? That tells you that a new day is dawning. And with the Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords is the card that says, I can't. I don't want to. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm out. I choose to exit. Okay? That is the card of saying, I don't want to do this anymore. But it is always a reminder that just when you give up, just when you throw in the towel, just when you think there is absolutely no chance of anything shifting and changing, the sun comes up, new opportunity, a new day dawns. And with a new day comes new energy, new vibrancy, new opportunities, new changes, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing, new ways of everything. So you have been so focused on being there for other people. This is something that you've triggered already, and now that it's here and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I don't know if I've made the right choice. I don't know if I can do this for any longer. And then you start giving up and you start thinking, actually, I'm just going to pull the plug. I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't want to engage. I don't want to participate. And that's when, let's see the next card. You see, that's when you find your strength and your courage. I love this story. I love the story, Earth signs. This is when you find your true caliber, your true abilities to perform the miracles that you need to perform. But it comes from putting your faith in yourself, in knowing that your life purpose is to support, to be kind, to be generous, to and for other people. So Earth signs, you are stronger than you realize, okay? Because that's what the Strength card is saying to you, that you are stronger than you realize, that you are more capable of so much more than you realize. But you're probably only going to realize it when you give up, okay? And complacency is something we do need to avoid, because complacency is the giving up. Complacency and saying, oh, you know what, I'm not even going to try anymore. I'm not going to bother anymore, okay? That is that energy, which is going to lead you to that energy, which is going to lead you to seeing how strong you truly are, so that you can get back on track and do the things that you need to do. I want one more card. So here, This is very interesting. 3 of Pentacles. So look what's happening here. So here's our little Buddha. He is busy fixing and making a little house for himself, but he has called in his friends. He's got his little panda friend there who has got the plans in his hand and who is giving instructions. We've got our little elephant here who is holding the set of tools, passing them to the little Buddha who is nailing everything down. Teamwork makes the dream work, okay? And I think earth signs, this is spirit saying to you, don't, this week in particular, all right? This week in particular, you are going to try so hard to initiate and instigate and create something that you've been doing and working on for the longest of times. You realize and you know that you're doing it for everybody else's benefit, that you're not doing it for your own benefit, that it's for everybody else. But nobody sees that, nobody recognizes that, nobody's going to acknowledge you. So you start slacking off a little bit, you start pulling back a little bit, you start disconnecting from this situation a little bit. And eventually you get to a point this week where you're just going to want to throw in the towel and say, you know what, do what you want, I don't care, I'm done and I'm out. But in that process, you are going to dig deep within yourself to find your strength, your courage, your tenacity, your power, your all of those kind of things. And that's when you're also going to realize, why am I trying to do this all on my own when actually I should be roping other people in? So earth signs for the week ahead, that's exactly it. Let's start the week off with this instead of with that, because that's setting ourselves up for failure. Now that we know the energy of the week ahead, it's easy to make the adjustments that you need to make. So start off by calling in your friends. Start off by, saying to other people, hey, come and help me. I'm busy with the project. I'm busy doing something. Can you come and help me? Because if you have people involved, it's going to give you motivation to carry on and to, continue to see it through to the end. I am going to draw an extra card. You see, now I understand why Spirit was saying take an extra card. So the Tower card is, again, a card we do not want to see in the tarot system. So in the tarot system, you've got like 2 of the worst cards, if I can put it that way. But this is not a bad thing. This is really not a bad thing. So earth signs, this is Spirit saying to you, things are not going to go according to your plan, okay? Things are not going to work exactly as you want, exactly as you hoped. Things are probably going to go wrong this week, and it's okay. What you have to do is you've got to trust in the wrong. You've got to trust that things are going in a different direction because the universe has taken over, spirit have taken over, and they're guiding you towards a better solution, a better outcome. But if you resist the change, if you hold back, and if you are stubborn, okay, I'm actually going to stick it smack bang there in the middle. And if you are stubborn and if you resist the changes, if you resist everything, that's what's happening here, then it's going to be harder for you. But if you just go with the flow and allow the changes to evolve and allow the situation and circumstances to happen, you're going to be able to navigate it much easier, which means you're going to get through it with much less drama, chaos and conflict, and actually at the end of it you're going to come out of it in a much stronger and better position. But if you keep resisting, and if you keep digging your heels in, and if you keep being stubborn, you're going to end up in a really, really bad situation. So earth signs for the week ahead, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, just be very mindful of what you're doing this week. Get as many people in to help you. Don't try and take it all on yourself. Do not allow complacency to be with you, okay? Do not allow complacency and stagnancy to evolve or to set in, because it's going to establish rot. It's going to establish some problems. It's definitely time for you to climb out of your comfort zone, to roll with the punches, if I can put it that way, because that's what the Tower card is telling you. Roll with the punches, see where it takes you, and ultimately at the end of the day, I think it'll find yourself in a much better position than what you had originally planned, hoped, or believed in. But this week, it's definitely time to shake our routines, to shake our foundations, to shake our structures, so that we can actually become a better version of ourselves. So I am sending much love and many blessings to all you earth signs this week. I know you're going to be okay. I know you're going to get through this because you are stronger than you realize. Much love and many blessings, and until we connect again, take care.